All right, everybody. It's a wonderful morning in the city of Lagos, Nigeria. I appreciate you all for joining at this time. Now that we have waited for others from WhatsApp to join, and they are still not yet here, we will proceed. And today we are going to start with WhatsApp tricks and tips. So, how do I mean by tricks and tips? So, how you can do something with shortcuts on WhatsApp that will make your work fast, how you can respond better on WhatsApp. Those are things that we call WhatsApp tips and tricks. Basically, there's just a WhatsApp shortcut. Okay, that's the summary of what we are going to do first. And after that, I'm going to log into ads manager to create what we call audience. We're going to know three types of audience that are available on the Facebook platform and how to leverage on Facebook data, okay, in creating the kind of audience that we want to advertise to. So that's the two things that we need to do. Our focus basically for today. Why tomorrow we are going to run the ads proper. By this time tomorrow we will have had our audience ready, and everybody will already have their own creatives. I have my own creative ready too, so that all we just go straight is run the ads. We don't need to be thinking of who are our audience again. That will have been sorted out today. So, before I move on again, I would like to know if you guys can hear me clearly. So just type on the comments section here that you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Type it on the chat box here, right? Type that you can hear. Just type I if you can hear me clearly. If you can't hear me, let me know, please. If you can't hear me, let me know. Okay, you can hear. Good. Olalekan, thank you. Who again? Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Right? Williams is not yet here. Williams is not yet here. Okay. Who again? Bidemi, can you hear? You don't need to talk, just type. Mr. Majid, can you hear? Mr. Majid, can you hear me? I just want to make sure that we can all hear me. Anyway, um, at the end of this training, just like what we did yesterday, there's going to be a recorded. William is in now. There's going to be a recorded version as well. So in case you miss anything, you can always get it. Okay. In case you miss anything, you can always get it. So I'm just even seeing icons message now. But good that you are in. Yeah. The 15 minutes before time is not sure. But I just want everybody to be in so that I will not be saying who is not here, who is here, and uh, and the rest. So quickly, I'm going to switch on my phone. Basically, we are going to be replying on phone. Okay, we are going to be replying on phone. So I'm going to see my phone right now, so you can see. I hope you can see my phone right now. If you can see my phone right now, just type yes. I can see the phone. Right? Type yes. If you can see my phone. Just type yes on the chat box if you can see my phone right now. Type yes, 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 yes. I'm waiting for you. Can you? I want to know if you guys can see my phone. No, correct. Thank you. So that's very important for me to know so that I will not be doing something and you guys are not seeing it. Okay. So I'm about to reshare that right now. Uh, okay. Can you see my phone right now? Let me know if you can see my phone right now. Lalikon and Williams. Correct. Mr. Majid, confirm. Correct. Right? So I will start with WhatsApp tricks and tips. Like I said, tricks and tips simply means shortcut. That's the simple English. Right? So I will go to WhatsApp for Business right now, since we are going to be dealing with WhatsApp for Business. So some of these tricks can also work in WhatsApp for Consumer, right? So, and to do WhatsApp for Business, you can see I just place my cursor on WhatsApp for Business right now, right? I click WhatsApp for Business. Lincoln was the last person that sent me a message. So this is everybody on the group. So I will start with the first one. Like if I want to, can you see my screen? I would like to know. Can you? Let me know if you can still see my screen. Just type yes. I minimize something, so I want to know if you can still see my screen. Hello. Okay, good. Right? So now, if you want to, for example, now if I want to send a voice note, basically what we used to do is to click this voice note, right? To click this voice note, I just place my cursor on the voice note, right? That voice note at the bottom right. To click it and hold it down, right? So you don't need to actually click that and hold it down to do voice note. All you just have to do is click, hold, and swipe it up. So when you click, hold, and swipe it up, it automatically stays and you'll be saying whatever you want to say. So I'm going to do that now. I'm clicking it now and I swipe it up, right? Um, Device, sorry. So I'll click this now and I'll swipe it up. Can you see? So when you start it up, you will see a lock. So I'm talking now and it's recording. So you can try this immediately after. Let me pause it again and do it one more time. You click the mic icon and you swipe it up. Can you see the lock? It simply means it's locked. You don't need to hold it down. Just continue talking. That is tips number one. And as you can see, it's much easier to do this than just holding it down, be afraid whether it's going to stop or not. So that's tip number one. So I'm not saving that. Uh, the next tip again, if you are in a group, like I'm in a group like this, and I want to send a personal message to anyone. Let's say I want to send a personal message to Mr. Modina from this group. Instead of getting out of the group and looking for Mr. Moji to send message to him, what I will do is I'll place my mouse on him right now. I'll click and hold it down, right? So when you click, this is not a message. Let me see message. Okay, I want to see. So what I will do is I will click and hold it down. While doing that, yeah, Mr. Majid. I will don't want to click on the one of image. Anyway, this should be there. So I just click and hold it down. You see different options there, right? So you now click more. In Android, you might not see more, but what you are basically looking for is um, private reply. Are we not on the group? So I want to see why this. Maybe because it's a reply message. I'm looking for a message that is not a reply. More. Can you see? It's because a reply message. That's why it's not shown. So can you see reply privately? I hope you can see that. I just placed my cursor on it. So I'll click it. So if even we are on the group and I've said and I replied Mr. Majid, I said, okay, it's only Mr. Majid that is going to enter Mr. Majid direct. You guys on the group will not see this. Do you get that? So it's just reply to Mr. Majid directly. That is tips number two. I hope you guys are getting it. Another tip again, if you are in a group and you want to know how many people that have actually read a particular message that you send, right? You send a message, you want to know how many people that have read the message. So you will know that, okay, everybody have actually seen your message. This is one of the group. So for example, now I sent this message sometimes, I think day before yesterday. So if I want to know people that have already read this message, I'll click and I'll select info. Can you see info here? So info there, I'll click it. So this message is tell me everybody, I should read by everybody that have read this message without them. So if somebody say, oh, I didn't see the message, so from here, you'll be able to know that the person have read the message. Do we get that? These are some of the WhatsApp tips and tricks, which otherwise we can call WhatsApp shortcuts. So these are some of those things. Then another way you can reply people on the group, it can be group, it can also be personal. For example, now let's say I want to reply Oluchi here right now. I want to reply Oluchi now. So instead of always click, hold down, and reply, this is a very long thing. So instead of doing that, all you just have to do is just swipe the message to the right. Guys, immediately I swipe to the right. Can you see what happened? So when you have so many people to attend to at the same time, it's going to waste more of your time by clicking OTA down and click reply. So instead of doing that, just swipe to the right and you message the person, right? So it's more easier to be doing that for everybody. Can you see? Can you see? It's more easier to reply multiple people at the same time. I hope you are getting value right now. So type value if you are getting value right now. Please let me know. I just want to know that I'm not talking to myself alone, that you guys are getting it. So let me hear from you. Just say yes, 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 yes. All right. So that is on that one. Good, nice one. Right? That is on that one. So it's very also important because as you begin to use this app to communicate with customers, just imagine you are running three different kinds of ads and you have 10 people, 20 people talking to you at the same time and you don't know all this kind of shortcuts. Some people are not patient enough. So when they send you a message, you reply, they just feel like you are arrogant, you don't want to reply them. Some people just feel a certain way. So, but if you know how to reply very fast, there won't be any that with auto reply, the label that we have done yesterday. Now, all the tips will help you. You can send a personal message, just a recap of what we have done. Personal message, voice recording, instead of holding down and holding yourself and thinking of, oh, I must not leave this. So you can just swipe it up. You can check, send a private message. You can see people that have actually checked the message. Then another thing, if you want to see people that are consuming the highest storage, maybe your WhatsApp is complaining your storage, that is the highest storage on your Gabriel watch replay. You can see people that are using the highest storage on your WhatsApp and you want to do something. So what you need to do is go to settings. Settings is the bottom right here, right? I just placed my mouse here. I hope you can see that clearly, right? Go to setting. Okay. So when you go to setting like this, you click it. So on setting, um, sorry, no. So on setting here, you go to data and storage. Can you see this? I just place my mouse here. This data and storage usage. When you click it, you see, and you now come to storage usage. Can you see different people? So as at this time, it's Gabriel that have chatted most with me on this particular WhatsApp for business. Can you see? Gabriel is currently using 94.1 MB of the space, followed by Uche. Can you see all of you here? Right? Let me check one of my other WhatsApp, that WhatsApp for consumer, so that you see what I'm, because I communicate much here, so you can see what I'm talking about better. So you can actually see people that are using much of your, so I'm going back there again, data and storage usage. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, and I'll still go back to this storage usage, right? Can you see? Can you see the way it's loading? It's still loading. Oh. You see the way it's loading? So it will be loading like this till I will see. Can you see my boss? So that is not, I'm not surprised, right? Currently 1.15 gig on my storage. So if I want to do some things, I should know people that are using much of the storage on my WhatsApp. Okay, can you see Mr. Majid? 250. We are here too. You can see Oluchi. So you can see things that are consuming. So you can decide to say, okay, which chat do you want to go to and clear off the message if it's not so important like that, right? So you will see all those things. So Gabriel is still here too. We are hitting my space both sides, both WhatsApp for consumer and WhatsApp for, you can see. So these are WhatsApp tips and tricks, okay, at this time. So quickly, let's move on to how we can create. I'll disconnect my phone right now, and we'll move on to how we can create um, audience, different kinds of audience. So, and what are the best practices for running ads? Either ads that click to WhatsApp as what we want to do, or ads that actually, let me stop this screen, ads that click to WhatsApp, or ads that are basically for general Facebook. Okay, so we should know how to do that. So I'm going to disconnect my phone right now. Try to do that. So once I disconnect my phone, we will switch on to Facebook. So the first thing I'm going to do here is to go to my Facebook, and on Facebook, I want to share my Facebook right now. I'm here to share it, so don't talk yet. So I'm going to share my Facebook. So to create this, I'm going to talk to you about audience. To be a professional ads manager, okay, people that runs ads manager, it's very important to know that one ad, I hope you can see me. Yeah, because I think I'll stop the screen. I hope you can see me. Let me know if you can see me on the screen. Just say yes, type yes. Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me? Just type yes. I just did that from one person, then we'll move on. Okay, correct. Thank you, Gabriel. All right. So basically now, before you run ads, always know that, thank you, Williams. Always know that to run ads, you need to run series of ads, okay? You don't just run one ad and you say, okay, you are now waiting for only that one ad to hit it. It's very good to run minimum of 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll do that. 3, 4, 5, 6 kind of ads for the same ad. So let's say I want to run ads for one product now. Let's call the product for vitality, right? I will create 6 different kinds of ads. I will create the same day duration. I'll create different audience for those ads, and I'll run all of them. What am I doing? Testing. It's very, very important. Testing. So I will watch it for the 24 hours, the first 24 hours. I will look for, I will not check the one that is performing better amongst all those ads, and that is not spending too much of my money, because basically they are not going to spend the same costs, okay, for the ads, either per click or conversion or message. They are not going to spend well. So at the end of 24 hours, I should be able to pause those ones that are not performing well and stick to the one that is working well. This is another way not to spend too much money on advertising. But if you just, for example, now there's a certain day that I was running 3 variation of ads that click to WhatsApp. I have some that are delivering message at the rate of 161, some at 250, some at 350. In fact, as a particular one is on 150. Let's assume it's only one of 500. I mean, not 150, 500. Let's assume it's the only one of 500 is the one that I ran. It simply means I will stop, and it's performing well. It simply means I will stop to it and I'm spending more. So instead of spending 500 naira per conversion, right? I pause those ones that are spending then I look for the one that is very low. In fact, sometimes the one that is taking lower cost, people have more conversion than the one that is spending high. I will show you some of those examples. You see what I'm talking about. So anytime you want to run ad, have it in mind that is professionally. This is best practice right now. Professionally, it's good for you to run the same ad at least three variation, which is called either by speed test or run it differently. But most time I would like running it as speed test, right? So inside speed test, I have minimum of two or three. So despite that, I will still pause the one that is not performing well. So now I want to share my Facebook screen to you. So once you see it, just let me know that you can see the screen. So to create audience, so I'm on Facebook right now. I hope you can see my Facebook screen. Okay. So let me know if you can see the Facebook screen. Just type Y instead of typing yes. Type Y if you can see the Facebook screen. I just need one person. Thank you, Williams. Fast. Thank you. Right? So here now, I'm on Facebook. So what I need to do is on this search box, this Facebook search box, I will type ads manager. It's already showing up right now because I do check it so many times. So once I click ads manager, you will see this shortcut ads manager. Then you now manager. You now click ads manager. So when you click this ads manager, so these are some ads that have been running in the last how many days? You can see 30,000 naira here. The money is almost exhausted. I have like 62 naira, 62 naira left. So this is the ad account. So I'll click this ad account. What I want to do quickly right now is I want to pause this ads. Because during this training now, some people might be messaging me and I might not be able to respond to them, which is not really, really good. Right? So now, okay, yesterday I was trying to post it and it didn't post. I guess not. So when I want to run the ads for this training, these are, can you see WhatsApp, 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 WhatsApp? So I'm not running one ads. You can see WhatsApp, WhatsApp, WhatsApp. I'm currently running a traffic ads now. Yeah, I'm currently running a traffic ads. Okay, so the traffic ad is this, and the money is almost exhausted. So I will just click this thing, this one, and this toggle to pause it. So as you can see, it's going. So you can see how much I've spent so far. So what I'm trying to explain the other time, I said you will have, look at this up here. You see cost, right? Cost per result. So look at this ad. The same purpose. So this one has spent 108. This one is spending 108 per one message to the WhatsApp. This one is spending 256 per one WhatsApp. Now look at the difference. The one that is spending 108, just to buttress what I just explained earlier. The one that is spending 108 has given me 24 conversion. But the one that is even spending higher, it only gave me 21. Can you see? So I don't need anybody to tell me that I need to pause this and allow this one to be running. Right? So this is one of the reasons why it's very good to run a multiple variation of ads so that you can watch it, the one that is, so this one is landing page traffic. So you can watch the one that is actually performing better so that you don't waste too much money on the advertising as well. So it's very, very, very good to test. So let's now go back to what we want to do. So we have three kinds of audience when it comes to Facebook. We have what we call core audience, custom audience, and look-alike audience. What is core audience? Core audience is from Facebook data, right? People's data that are already submitted to Facebook when they are actually registering, or yeah, basically Facebook native data, which I'm going to tell you how to create that. The custom audience can be you run an ad and you are using Facebook tracking code, and from that tracking code, you can create an audience for people that have seen that your ad from that code, which is called pixel. You can also create audience from people that are already following your Facebook page, people that are already following you on Instagram. Those are custom audience, right? You can also create audience from people that came to your seminar and you collect the information by uploading the information on the WhatsApp. Those are custom on the Facebook Ads Manager. I mean, not WhatsApp. Those are custom audience. Then look-alike audience. Look-alike audience is maybe you have some certain kind of audience that are performing very well for your ads, and you now want to run another ads. You want to run another ads. So you want people that are similar to those people that are performing very well. So that is lookalike audience. So, but for the purpose of this class, we are going to actually work on core audience. So you see, and for the core audience, we are going to use Facebook native data from what we call audience insight. So I'll click this now. Can you see this? Ad manager at the top here. I'll click it, and where we are going to is this place called audience insight. This is Facebook data. This is data from Facebook research. So it's not that you are thinking, oh, how many people in this place, how many people in another place. We are working with real Facebook data. I don't run ads without doing audience insight research, right? I don't just go and assume that, oh, is this area, is that area? No. And I don't run ads with only one audience, or the audiences. I use like 3 audiences, test for 3 audiences, test for 4 audiences, test for all kinds of audience and check the one that is favorable. Sometimes you run some ads, I think Lagos will be better. You'll be shocked that you get maximum outcome from states like Enugu. It has happened to me before. I was like, why Enugu, why River and Rivers? But if not for the data, you won't be able to know that, right? So here now, so once you click this, you will see everyone that are connected to Facebook or people that are connected to your page. So if you want to take that audience from people that are connected to your Facebook page that you have, I would advise you only do this if you have much people that are following you, or like maybe let's say you have like 10,000 or 20,000. So if you have less than 1,000 Facebook like or follower, and you want to create audience from this, your audience is going to be very low, and there's no way you can achieve what you want to achieve with that. So the best option for you now, if you don't have a large follower, is to go to everyone on Facebook. So when you go to everyone on Facebook, by default you have United States here, right? So before I move on, I want to be sure, yes, that you guys are actually seeing my screen. Let me know if you are seeing my screen. Yeah, Olalekan, is split test better than duplicating? Split test is more faster. Duplicating might waste most of your time, but you can also duplicate. Good. You can see my screen. Thank you. Right? That's just what I want to confirm. That's what I checked you right now. So let me go back there. So here now you see by default United States, but United States is not Nigeria, right? So that is not what we want to do. So we want to do Nigeria. So what I will just do right now is, can you see this multiplication sign is to delete. So I'm going to cancel United States right now. So if I want to advertise in Nigeria, for entire Nigeria, I will say Nigeria. So once I type Nigeria here, can you see say Nigeria is a country? So, and the system will tell us the total number of people in Nigeria according to Facebook data. So the system is telling us that people that are active on Facebook in the last 1 month. Facebook only tell people that are logged into the Facebook to their Facebook account the last 1 month. That's the only data that Facebook count as valid. If you have not logged into your Facebook in the last 6 months, you are not among this data. Facebook is saying 20 to 25 million. So if anyone is telling you that you can reach 30 million people on Facebook, that person is deceiving you. This is Facebook data. It's not my data. I'm not the one that put it there, right? So now, but this is very volume. This is high volume of data. So you might not have the fund to advertise it to all these kind of people. So before I move on again, how many of us are in the GoPro war yesterday with Eric Ward? Just type I if you are there yesterday. It was such a wonderful time. At the point, I stood up at the point. I can't even stand again. Oh, thank you, Gabriel, Mr. Majid. I can't even start again. And I recorded a lot of sessions. I think I recorded more than 2 hours of that session yesterday, which I'm yet to edit. I recorded everything live, right? Because it's not something that we just hear one time and leave. It's something I need to hear over and over and again. And so that I don't write when I'm listening. I don't like writing when I'm listening. I record and I listen and digest it better. I don't want to miss everything as about yesterday. So I'm going to go through it, draw up my own research. Once I finish this, if any one of you needs the video, let me know. I will get it out to you. All right? So let's go back to our class. So is this audience, there's a super an assignment that he gave us yesterday said people should get talk to 100 people, 500 people. I'm planning about to go for that 1,000. Yeah, 1,000, 1,000. That's my goal right now. So and the online will make it happen for us. So here now we have 20 to 25 million, but that's too much. You might not want to even advertise to all the range. Let's say you want to advertise to age 30. No, 30 might be too long, too much. Let's say age 25, okay, to 35. So again, I will advise you, don't do any demographic that is more than a decade, 10 years. I'm only saying this, I don't have a backup for that. I'm only saying this from experience. So these people are in the same decade, in the same millennium. So I just feel I've tried it so many times and it works for me. So I don't do so if I want to advertise to people in the age 50 to 65, their creative is going to be different. I mean the design, that's what I mean by creative. It's going to be different from people from age 30 to 35. If I want to advertise to people from age 20 to 25, the kind of creative I'm going to create for them, these are people that like funky life, right? So the kind of creative I'm going to create to them will be different. So as we do that now, can you 2025, can you see it has reduced for 25 million to 5 to 6 million, right? So again, I can decide that I want to focus on only women, only women. Some of my ads these days are focused much on women. I don't know why, and it has been working very well. So can you see, whenever I click women alone, it's 2 million and 2.5 million. If I say men alone, right? So, but this age bracket now are one of the most populated age brackets. If I should say, if I should change this now, so we are having doing our audience research right now. If I say 30 to, let's say 35, you will see what we have. Can you see? It's becoming reduced again. So let me keep women. So can you see women 1.5 to 2 million, right? So if I should say, let's say 35 to 40, you see that it's going to be more reduced. Okay, bottom line, what I will tell you is anytime you want to create audience like this, don't create audience that is less than, let's say 150K. I will advise you to go make sure that your audience range is between 300, a maximum of 900. Don't let it to be up to 1 million. Depend on your budget. But if your budget is less than, is like 10,000, right? 10,000. Yeah, you can do like this, 800 to 900. But if your budget is, let's say 2,000, 1,000, please don't do this. Please just do within the 300 and let's say 450, right? So example now, if I said 40 to 45, you might be having that kind of range. So what I'm currently doing right now, yeah, this is also good. What I'm currently doing right now is the range, okay, or we can create order. So for example, now let's say I don't want Nigeria, I want to advertise to ladies in Lagos between the age of 25 to 45. I won't create one audience for that. 25 to 45, that is too wide for me. That is too wide again. So that's not a very good way of targeting an audience. So for that, I'm going to create like three kind of audience. I'll create 20 to 30. I'll create 31. Sorry, I'll create 30 to 36. I can even create two. So I can create 35, 25 to 35. That's 10 years. 30, another one 35 to 45. So let's say Lagos, I will say Lagos here. So it depends on any state that you want to advertise to. I've run ad that I've created Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. So it depends on what you want. I said Lagos, because I said women within this age bracket, it's saying 152, right? So let me select the age bracket that we talked about. So 25 to, like I said, don't do more than 10 years, a decade, right? I'm only saying this from experience, really. So 25 to 35, yeah, I want to do 35, right? So saying in Lagos, female alone, note, vote So I don't want to advertise to both. I want to separate, okay, what is reaction from men, what is reaction from women. So I'll always like to test that. I don't just want to waste money. I want to test and see what works best so that I will not repeat the same mistake next time. Right? So women, I have women here within this age bracket, 800 to 900. With 10,000, I can advertise this for like 4 days. So it's possible that the 10,000 will just finish on that, depend on how you control it. Right? So I'm just trying to give you some tips right now. But this is a very good data. And you are going to have a well-defined data. You understand what I call defined data. So, because your data can either be low, defined, or too broad. So you don't want to be low, you don't want to be too broad, you want to be defined. So after let's say this is what I want to use. Again, there's also interest here. Interest can be banker, business, and all kinds of interest. But as a Nigerian, if I'm targeting Nigeria, I don't check interest. What I do is I allow Facebook system, Facebook algorithm to learn from the audience and show the ads to the right people. Reason, most Nigerians don't enter their interests when it comes to data on Facebook. Don't, most don't. So if you are selecting this, you might be selecting the wrong thing. So I don't mostly target based on interest. That's what I didn't talk about it. But if I'm advertising to like cross-border advert, like to US, Canada, I will do this. Those are places where data was. Data still don't work in most African countries. So you don't want to make that mistake before you say it's not working. So after I'm done with my research, I can see save. So when I click save, can I see different audiences that I've created? You simply whenever I want to run ad, I don't need to be thinking of audience. I know those ones I want very fast. I'll just click it. Right? You can see them with date and the rest like that. So look at this one, it's Lagos 35, this one, Abuja. You can see different audiences. You can see Carrot Stars, Carotidon Complex. You can see them different audiences. So it's good to name your audience so that when you want to use it, you'll be able to select it. So I'll come here now. I'll call it WA. That's WhatsApp training, right? Women, okay, Lagos. Because I want it to be differentiate from others. Lagos, 25 to 35. It's very good for you to name your audience, and I will click save, right? I'll click save. Can you see that? This is how it's very simple to create audience. So that when you want to, oh, Bidemi, your network is bad. Sorry, you will still get it later. Please, it is only seeing a blur screen. Who is seeing a blur screen? I'm out of Facebook right now. So if you are not seeing Facebook sharing screen, can you see Facebook sharing screen? So type yes if I can see Facebook sharing screen. And like I said, you will still be able to get a replay of this, right? Anybody that can see the Facebook screen, let me know. Okay, it's good now. Okay, thank you. Right? So that's how to create audience. So now let's create one more audiences, right? So I'll go back to Facebook, right? So if you want to create another one from here, you just create new. So it will take away the current data. If you don't click create new and you go ahead to start searching for a research for another kind of audience, if you click save, it's going to replace the former one. You don't want to do that. So be careful. So I'll close this now. Let's say I want to target some people in Port Harcourt. I can say Port Harcourt. That's another audience. You know, I have Lagos women. I say Port Harcourt. I want to test the same set of people. I want to test if women in Port Harcourt are more proactive than women in Lagos for business online, depending on what I want to advertise. So, so can you see both? I even have the very less information. So because of the population, that is understandable. So if I click female right now, Port Harcourt women within this age range is just 150 to 200K, which is not too bad, but uh, it might not be divine audience. Yeah, it might not be, right? So let me save it first so that you understand what I mean by it might not be a divine audience, right? So like I said, don't do anything less than 300 to 500 or 450, right? So let me just save this right now and say PH, WA, PH, sorry, WHPH, women 35 to 35, and I click save. So this is how you create audience. So create as many as possible audience you can test with so that you know the one that is working better. So I will click here now and go to Ads Manager, which is exactly what we are going to do today, tomorrow, not today. We are going to do that tomorrow. But I just want to show you what I mean by broad audience, what I mean by defined audience. What you need is defined audience. If your audience is not defined, I will tell you, don't proceed with the ads. Yeah, don't bother to proceed. That ad might not, I don't want to say will not, but in most cases, it doesn't deliver as expected in most cases. So I don't want to say will not, but might not, right? So tomorrow when we want to create ad, we'll click here. I'm not creating ad now, but I just want to show you what it is to understand broad audience, define audience, and low audience. So, for example, now if I want to run, let's say WhatsApp ads, I'll come to message. I'm not going to run this. I'll give it a name. I'll give this ad a name, right? Like I said, I'm not going to run this. I just want to show you an example of what the broad, right? The broad, uh, the divine and the low audience is. So if you also want to test, this is a point to test, but yeah, my internet is slow a little bit, but let's wait for it. This is where to test, but I'm not testing today. So we are still going to do all that tomorrow. So we have to give it a name. So I'm going to say message example, right? So if you want to do speed test, we are going to talk about that tomorrow. This is where we do that. I just want to check how audience is. Can you see audience here? So instead of getting to this audience and started thinking of who are we targeting and all the rest. So you know I mentioned that we have three type of audience, right? Audiences. I said we have lookalike audience, we have core audience, and we have custom audience. So so if you see this place now, you see you saved audience. All the audience that we have created from Facebook are audience inside. You can just click and select it at this point. But if we don't have any audience, we now be thinking, we now come here and be editing and say, okay, choose this. No, you don't want to do assumption. You want to actually make sure that you are using the right data. You don't want to do assumption that, okay, it should be this, it should be that, right? So look at the audience size. This is what I said, specific audience, which otherwise are called low audience. So when it's too low, it's too specific. It's not good. Broad audience. So like if I have something like this, I will not run the ads. Can you see the meter? Broad audience, I will not run the ad. I will run the ads if it's at the middle here, which is define audience, right? So if I should click, let's click the one of Port Harcourt female first. That WA. Can you see? You know, I told you that it might be too specific. So let's see if it is too specific. It's actually good. So it's actually good. Yeah, really. Right. So can you see? So if you have your audience size like this, that audience is about 200, okay, 150 to 250 or something. Let me check again. Wow, that's good. But don't do anything less than 150, like I said. 300 preferably. Okay, I can't see the size from here. I can't see the size from here again. So when you have this meter like this, go ahead and run your ads. But if you have it on this red specific, don't, please, to not deliver well. We have it on broad. It simply means your data is too much for the kind of budget that you want to use, right? So let's check the Lagos own too. WA Lagos. So let's see what we have there. So can you see? So if you have this, don't bother to run these ads. Okay. So immediately I click this and I saw stuff like this. No. It's too broad, right? So if you want to update it, you can click edit from here, right? It's too broad. So what's the total? Okay, it has actually entered 1 million. Before I clicked it, it didn't show 1 million, it was showing about 900 or something. That's why I didn't bother. So what I will do is I will say, so I can reduce the age bracket, right? You see the reason why I said don't do more than 10 years from experience. So I reduce the age bracket now, and I say update. So I've reduced it from 35 to 30. So let's see what we have. It's still broad, so don't go ahead. So this is basically what I want you to learn here. So if your ad audience site is showing broad or specific, please don't go ahead to run the ads, right? And again, if you want to run ads, make sure that you run ads for minimum of 4 days. Minimum. Don't run ads for less than 4 days, please. Minimum. Even if you are not going to wait to the 4 days, in fact, minimum of 1 week. Even though if you are not going to wait, even if your money is not going to be up to that 1 week, just select that 1 week, please, right? For you to have a very good report. So you see the difference between specific, divine, and broad right now. So if your audience size is not defined, please don't go ahead to run the ads. All right. So I hope we have learned something today. So if you have learned something very good today, something that you are, even if you have been running ads before, I will stop this screen right now. I'm coming back here right now. So even if you have been running ads before, and you have been running ads before, but you have not heard it this way, let me see you typing good one on the chat box. Let me see you for good. Olalekan, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Majid. Correct. So these are very, very little things that we need to know because we begin to run ads. Okay, we cannot do without it, not even in this internet era. Thank you, Williams. I see you. All right. So this is how far we'll be able to go today. So if you have any other question, so what you need to do now is go to your laptop. You might not see Honest Insight on the Facebook advert manager. Go to your laptop, practicalize this. In the next 30 minutes, the replay of this video will be ready. I will send the link to your WhatsApp. If there's anything that you didn't see well or internet didn't do you well during the training, you can go back there and watch it. So yesterday, we learned the fundamental. Today, we learned tricks and tips. Then we know how to create audience. So if you don't create your good audience, you just people are seeing it, but it's not deliver. It's not flying. All those things. So you need to. There's a little things that we need to know. So tomorrow we are going to run the ads proper from the audience we created today. And I'm going to actually use that. I'm going to focus on that part. You can see we have an audience already. So it's not tomorrow that I will not be thinking of who are our audiences that we are going to use. And even the creatives that I'm going to use. So let me check something. The creative simply means the image that I'm going to use. So I'm actually going to advertise for the next training sometimes next week. That one will be a 2 days training. Yeah, it's the same thing, so you guys don't need to join. It's going to be a 2 days training, and I want to see if I can do a COVID edition. So I'm trying to open something here. I'm trying to open something here. Sorry. Open a creative that I'm going to use to create an ad tomorrow. So I'm going to open it right now. So you might not see my screen right now. So because I'm here to share my screen. So I'll share my screen now. So me, I already have the creatives ready. So I want to share my screen right now so you can see the creative. The essence of this is you should go and get, if it's a product I want to advertise, whatever I want to advertise, go and get the image ready. Right? I already have the creative that we'll use to run the app tomorrow, which is this, right? Which I'm going to use to run the app tomorrow. I already have the creative. This is not the same date. That is 14th is the date. So I'm going to use it to run a live ad tomorrow so that you see, and I'm going to target that Port Harcourt. I'm going to create another audience for Lagos that is well defined, which I'm going to use to create two different kinds of audience. We are going to test for audience. We can actually test for creative and audience. So tomorrow I'm going to run an ad where we are going to test for creatives. We're also going to test for audience, right? So we can also test for placements like that. But we are going to test for creative and audiences tomorrow. So I have my own creatives. Make sure you. I hope you can see my design. I was logged out when you answered the question. Is is the test ad better than duplicated? So both are actually, I won't say it's the same. So duplicating ads is going to take a lot of process for me. I only duplicate ads if the previous one performed better. So for example, if I test two ads and it expired, meaning it has complete delivery. Let's say it's 4 days and the 4 days have completed, right? And it's performed very well. So I'll duplicate the ad. That's when I duplicate ad. But split is to test which one work better in the first instance, right? So when you duplicate ads in the sense, if I understand what you're saying better, is like creating different kinds of ads. Yeah, so that is one way, but that is wasting time for me. Yeah, I always want to do a process that won't waste much of our time, right? So that's duplicate. So instead of duplicating, I only duplicate what works better. So if it doesn't work fine in the first place, I don't duplicate. So I don't duplicate something that I don't know that it will work well or not. Do you get that? So that is why I would advise to do split test if you are running the ads for the first time. So let's say you split test for two, and after the two, you find out that one works better. You can now do a duplication of the one that works better, right? Oh, Mr. Majid, I would like to ask about Facebook Pixel. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay, that is good for tracking. So I'm going to talk about that Pixel tomorrow, and I can also send a short video on that to the group after this session. So again, thank you for everybody for showing up today. I appreciate you all. I hope you've learned something. So make sure that you create your audience ready before our class tomorrow. Please, please, please. It's very, very important for you to create your audience ready so that it's very easy for you to just do as I do, like selecting it, okay, to follow through the same process. Thank you all, everyone. So once the replay is ready, I'm going to send the link to the group. Bye for now.